back to the channel. I'm Monae and we are locked in. Today we have Family or Your Enemy, starring Janet Stewart. As of right now, the only thing we know is Janet Stewart is Monet's cousin, and I know people have been asking me, which way are we going? Is she legitimate? Are we going to like her? Are we going to dislike her? There's been an interview by the actress playing her saying that we're not going to like her, but let's figure out why we're not going to like her, because she was supposed to be going home, but that family dinner got disrupted. Now, before we jump into this and talk about Janet Stewart, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, recaps, after show discussions, then hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button, and we're on that road to 50,000 subscribers. So each and every one of you, I appreciate you. And if you don't see this at 100 likes, hit that like. But let's go ahead and jump into this. Is Janet Stewart family or our enemy? The first time we see Janet is helping Monet out, doing her rehab after she got out the hospital from being shot. Now, I did mention we don't know much about her, but one thing we can hone in on is she's always mentioning how things used to be. You remember we were young, you used to always want to be like me, Monet. You used to follow me around, you used to want to dress like me until you didn't. Then also at the bar, you remember we were younger, we used to sing these songs, we used to do all of this stuff. You know why your kids are lying to you, Monet, all the stuff you put them through. So with these flashbacks, it's going to give us a little bit of insight, and we might be able to piece together who she actually is, because you don't change that much from your teenage years or your late teenage, like 17, 18, 19, up into your adult age. But it does seem like there's a little bit of jealousy because Monet has bossed up and made something, even though it was in the dope game. Now, taking it back to when they were kids, we know Monet and Janet got pulled over by the police. We know that Monet had 2 bricks, and we also know that she had a pistol. Now, looking from Janet's reaction, she's not built like that. She's not in the streets. She's just that cousin, and she's a little bit older than Monet because she said Monet wanted to be like her. Now, once she gets the gun out the glove department and gives it to Monet, Monet's like, chill. She's already looking like she's about to tell everything, but Monet plays it cool, and she does sacrifice her son by putting the gun up under him. Now, we seen that Janet wasn't feeling comfortable, because we also find out after this, she did tell Lorenzo that Monet had a gun and was riding with Lorenzo Jr. Now, that was the first time we heard about her telling any information about anything, even if it is just little Lorenzo. If she's willing to tell Lorenzo about this situation, let's think bigger picture. This is the power universe. There's police around here. They may be questioning you. If you're that easy and willing to give up the information to Lorenzo when y'all didn't get caught, then imagine what she would tell to, let's say, Don Carter, or even on a smaller level, Kamal Tate. We haven't seen her, and it's been 4 seasons. We don't know what she's about or who she's connected to. We do know that Don Carter is snooping around, so in any given moment he could pop up on her. And I know I'm saying he could pop up on her because remember, at the family dinner it was her going away, but they didn't introduce her for her to just leave. So either she's going to stay here because of the whole situation that's going on with Diana and Drew and look out for her sister, or her cousin, or she's going to leave and she might get jammed up in something because of an investigation. Also, look at Janet. As I mentioned, we don't know much, but when the family has their sit down, where is Janet? Janet is in the living room also talking about, I'm family, I'm a cousin. When did that stop being family? She's nosy. She doesn't have anything to do with the dope game. And again, when she gets information she doesn't need or is savvy to, she might tell that information, i.e. she told Lorenzo about Monet with the gun. So if she hears anything in here about them talking about Noma and potentially getting back in the dope game or who shot Monet, then there's no telling who she might tell. In episode 2 and 3, we see it each and every episode. Follow me on this one. When Drew comes around at the end of episode 2, what is she telling Monet? Monet, you need to apologize to the kids for everything you put them through. So she has a little bit of empathy for the kids, and she's like, Monet, you got to do right by them because you took them down the wrong path. Now, I was mentioning her sticking around and being a little bit nosy. Well, she's hearing everything that Monet's talking about. Drew, I didn't treat you right. Now, these are just little bitty tidbits that are pertaining to the dope game. Maybe Janet didn't know that Monet had these kids bagging up drugs when they were little. But in episode 3, we get a little more information that Janet is privy to because she ain't leaving the room. Look over in the right corner. This is right when Monet is saying, Noma texted me and told me to stay home. Do you guys know anything? Drew and Kane, they're going at it, talking about, you think you did something? Huh? They going at it. Monet's trying to get back in the dope game. In the corner, Janet is just listening and listening and listening. Drew gets a text message. He needs to go find Obi. Kane gets a text message. He needs to run the operation that Obi was doing, and Monet is going off. So all this information is just being thrown out there, while Janet, this is literally what they call a fly on the wall. They wouldn't show Janet looking over her shoulder, listening to everything, soaking it up. Now, is she an informant? Potentially. Is she just nosy? Potentially. Either way, now she knows about Noma. Now she knows the 2 boys are in on it, and Diana is also sticking around too. So Janet just has a pile of information, but not knowing what to do with it. And this is why I said, if Don Carter pops up and asks some questions, it could be ugly. If Kamal runs into her, we don't know who she dealt with in her past. Janet Stewart could be involved with anybody in the city. Remember, Zion knows about ghosts, so there's no telling who knows her, especially in the police force. And lastly, the family dinner. Now everything's making sense. She knows about Noma. She knows about the whole family being in a dope game. She knows that Monet is trying to start her business and get back in the game and wants her 2 boys to work with her, but both of them said no, they declined. Diana did agree, but then the camera footage came through from the ring cam of Diana, showing that Diana and Drew were the ones to set up Monet. Janet hears all of this. This was supposed to be her going away. We don't know if Janet is leaving or if Janet is staying. I'm assuming that she's probably going to stay, just for the simple fact that she was in Monet's closet trying on the clothes. She's getting close. Now she might try to blackmail Monet. Hey, you give me some money or I'll tell the police for everything that you've done. Or she could just be sitting here and potentially becoming an informant, or incidentally give up some information. All right, here's the question. Is Janet Stewart family or the Tejada enemy? Is she using this information just to have? Is she trying to blackmail Monet? Is she an informant? Or if she gets jammed up, do you believe that she will give up information that could throw the whole Tejada family, the whole operation and organization, in jail forever? Let me know what you think about Janet Stewart. These are just some of my thoughts. I'm on that road to 50,000 subscribers. If I said something to make you think, these theories are something that you like to hear, then hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell. Hit that like button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.